What is going on, everyone? My name is Alex and welcome to Friday's video. And as opposed to the Monday and Wednesday videos, I want to keep the Friday ones a bit more personal and share with you some of my thoughts. And today I want to talk about why is it so hard to grow on YouTube in 2019 and the three reasons that I feel those things happen actually at this point in time and how things have changed in the past. And what I want to talk about is mainly the exposure part, the competition part, but not in terms of competition between channels, but competition on the part of YouTube and what content to promote. And actually, I want to talk about frequency and what actually good content is and how you can assess it at such a small level. The first one is that people don't know about you. So you could have an extremely good content or very good content, but if people don't know about you, if there's no way of them knowing about your content, it will be really hard to grow. And this is especially true if you think about it from the perspective of the famous violinist that was playing in the subway. Yeah, a night before he played in front of thousands of people with a violin worth about $3 million, but when he went down to the subway station to play, nobody really paid any attention for about an hour or 2 hours. So even though he was really famous, the violin that he was playing was about $3 million worth. Nobody was paying attention because everyone was headed their way. They had their own stuff to worry about, and people did not know who that person was. So this same thing applies to this situation in case of small channels. There might be a lot more small channels that are by better than this one, that better than a channel with 1 million views. But if people don't know about them, they might not grow. And the second part of this exposure equation is the fact that the algorithm does not serve a high enough audience. For example, I'll give you a perspective into my analytics. If I make a video, YouTube might serve it to 50 to 100 people and then it kills it. This is because I only have about 20 subscribers and there is not many people that know about this kind of content. And YouTube tries to determine if this is good content or if this is bad content. And if YouTube sees that there's not enough traffic going towards any of the videos that I make, basically it kills it. It does an A/B split test based on the thumbnails and maybe a little bit of the content, but that's pretty much it. If YouTube sees that another thumbnail does better than mine and people click more on that one, it will pretty much shut down the video because it will promote the other one because the other one might have the potential to give YouTube some revenue. The second part that I said we're going to talk about is competition, and it's the actual competition for YouTube algorithm. Who would you think that YouTube will promote? A small channel that makes YouTube no revenue, or a bigger channel or a channel that's monetized that makes YouTube some revenue? What content do you think that gets pushed in front of you? Do you think the content that makes nothing for YouTube? What's the interest of YouTube to promote that content? Yeah, there might be ways to break through the algorithm to just hack it in a way or to just drive a lot of traffic through a video, but unless there's something special about the video, YouTube is not gonna promote or is going to favor to promote a channel or a video that makes YouTube some money instead of a video that doesn't make YouTube any money. You need to keep in mind that YouTube is a business in and of itself and it needs to survive somehow. So it's definitely gonna prioritize content that actually makes the business some money, as opposed to a content or a piece of content that doesn't make any money. Driving traffic to a video or to a channel or to YouTube in general is a way to grow your channel, or the way that things work in the YouTube algorithm or the YouTube atmosphere. If you convert people to come onto the platform and stay on the platform, especially on your content or watching your content, then YouTube sees that that content might be relevant and that might be called good content, and it's gonna push it in front of more and more people. If you bring people from other platforms like Instagram, like Facebook, that's going to give you some extra bonus points because you convert persons to come onto the YouTube platform to spend time, and whenever people spend time on YouTube, YouTube makes money. I hope it makes sense. Also, in today's day and age, it might be difficult to keep people's attention on a specific piece of content for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or so on. If by any chance you manage to do that, that's gonna give you an increased boost in growth, in views, in subscribers, and all the perks that YouTube has to offer, because you keep people engaged on the platform and the platform is going to reward that loyalty towards the content creator that did that. The last thing that I want to talk about is frequency in relation to good content. And this is a really ambiguous question, like what is good content? Whenever you're small, it's really hard to determine what's good content for your size or what's a good content for your channel, because you might compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 10, or you might look at the big YouTubers and what they do with the production team, with graphic designers that do the thumbnails and things like this. But whenever you don't have feedback because you're too small, it is really hard to determine what content is actually good content and what people actually enjoy. If you get 20 clicks on a video, nobody comments, and you have like pretty much no feedback, just some analytics stuff that shows your click-through rate or something like that, it's not gonna give you that much relevance in terms of if your content is good or not. Someone else might have a more colorful thumbnail than yours and it's more clickable, and maybe the inside content, like the actual video, is not the same quality as yours, but it gets pushed in front of the people just because people click on the thumbnail as opposed to yours, so, or mine. But it's really hard to determine at a small size what is good content and what's not good content. And in a way, any kind of feedback at that point is a relevant feedback and could help a channel or a small channel improve at that point. And it's definitely my situation. Whenever I make a video, I hope the video is good enough. Then maybe I compare it with a person that has 100,000 views or 500,000 views, and then I see what they do and I try to implement it in some way. And maybe in other situations I just spend like hours on end researching a topic or researching a thing just to talk about it, and it doesn't come the way that I want to, or when I compare it with someone else's content, it really doesn't compare that much. But I am actually comparing at that point my chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 100, and it might not be a relevant comparison. And that is why I encourage you, like any of you, if you watch any of my videos or if you watch any videos of any like small YouTubers or any small content creators, to leave some kind of feedback so they know if they do something good or if they don't do something good, if that's not too much to ask. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some insights into why it might be a little bit difficult to grow in 2019 on YouTube. It's really a matter of exposure, competition in terms of content that makes YouTube something in order to promote your content, and actually the fact that many small content creators might not have a good idea what is good content, and determining what is good content and what's not good content is really difficult because the audience decides what's good content, not pretty much the creator. So the creator might think that it's really crappy content that he puts out, but the audience might love the content, and it could actually be a decent enough content, but the person that makes the content actually is too critic on its work. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to join the family and watch any more of my videos. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a wonderful day. Peace.